It's been one hell of a week, y'all. I'm talking about one hell of a week. A lot of red, but also a lot of opportunities. On this week's news video, we're going to dive into some strengths and weaknesses of certain cryptocurrencies that you should put on your radar. We'll also talk about news updates from XRP, Ondo Finance, and Moonwell. Let's get started. We're on CoinMarketCap and we're going to break down a few things that has been happening. First thing I want y'all to look at is the fear and greed index. We are at 20. 20 on the fear and greed index means the market is bloody. People are afraid. We in the red section. Ideally, you want to buy here and then sell when it's in the bright, dark green areas where it's in extreme greed or greed. So let's start this off. If we go to the 7-day right here in the middle of the screen, you can see Bitcoin is down almost 15%. And the first time in a while, Bitcoin is at $83,000 and some change. Then you got Ethereum down almost 18% at 22,200. XRP down 19%, $2.16 at the time of this video. BNB down 8% for the week. Solana down 21% for the week at $136. Dogecoin down 20%, Cardano 21%, Tron 8%, Chainlink 18%. And then as you go down this list, you see many coins getting wrecked all week. So now let's talk about some strength in the market and some weaknesses. Right here, I have the Bitcoin chart pulled up on the daily. This purple line is the 200-day moving average. That's the average price for Bitcoin in the last 200 days. When price is above the 200, you're essentially in a bull market. And when it's below the 200, you're in a bear market. Right here, Bitcoin in October 2024 officially went into a solid bull market on the daily. That's when you got the all-time high of 108,000. And then you got the spike to 109,000. Then you get sideways action and a retracement. If Bitcoin can hold the 200-day, which is about $81,000, we're all in for some good news. If not, expect for a bleed to continue, and we might even see 65,000. So be mindful. Up next is Ethereum. Ethereum is below the 200-day moving average. Back in this channel, it was in September, August through November. This ain't looking good. This was our sign, a wick down to 21,000. Ethereum, especially if Bitcoin can't hold, highly likely might go down to 1,800. So be mindful. Then we have XRP. XRP is showing strength along with Bitcoin. And one would say XRP is actually showing more strength than Bitcoin because it is the furthest away from the 200-day moving average. But again, be mindful. This wick down to $1.70 is a potential level that XRP could go to. And then you got the wick here up to $1.63. So this could highly likely be where XRP could go. But as of now, we don't see that. So we got this range roughly here, that XRP. If it could stay out of this range, XRP is the most solid, in my opinion, right now, out of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. So be mindful. Then we got Chainlink just past his 200-day. That's a little bearish. And then we have Stellar Lumens. If it can hold, this will be considered one of the more bullish cryptos as well. And then we have Hedera, also about the same bullishness as Stellar. And then we have Ondo, which we got a nice update from there, but it just went below the 200-day moving average. So not that bullish right now. Algorand slightly under as well. And so if we go through all of these, you got under, Ondo under, Hedera looking good, Stellar looking good, Chainlink no, XRP looking the best, Ethereum no, and then you have Bitcoin looking third best. And then the next one would be Solana, which I did not have pull up. So let's pull up Solana. And then Solana is also under the 200-day moving average. So yeah, put your eyes on XRP, Hedera, Bitcoin, and Stellar Lumens. Now let's get to some news. For the whale holders in the base ecosystem, this is breaking news. Moonwell's whale token is now available for trading on Kraken. You can deposit and withdrawals are enabled and trading is live. So that's pretty dope. Another exchange. It's on Bitcoin. It's on Kraken. It's on a whole bunch of the smaller exchanges. Once it gets Binance, I think is off to the races. Now, checking in on Ondo Finance, they haven't just made a major announcement. Mastercard is bringing Ondo Finance into the multi-token network as the first RWA provider on the network. The multi-token network enables banks to offer digital financial services to integrated businesses, and Ondo's short-term U.S. Treasuries Fund, OUSG, will be the first tokenized RWA solution, providing businesses on-chain with access to daily yield and flexible cash payments. So a little bit more about the Mastercard multi-token network. It is enabling digital transactions using tokenized money, so they're getting into the blockchain space. Mastercard is building a more robust payment system to facilitate commerce in the digital economy. The multi-token network is our new platform, programmable payment services built on private, secure blockchain to bring the functionality and speed of digital assets to the commercial banking industry. So it's for institutions and then for application providers. And Ondo fits in the application providers to give institutions access to their 24-hour markets that they have on Ondo. Ondo Finance brings tokenized real-world assets to Mastercard's multi-token network. That's massive. So Ondo, like I said, is showed you on the charts, it's below the 200-day moving average. However, still making major moves. So this is really good. Again, the OSUG is a lower minimums and fees, 24/7 instant investment and redemption, daily interest distributions. So you can really see what's happening a lot faster and more. So this integration allows multi-token network participants who have onboarded with Ondo to 1, access OUSG directly on a public blockchain, 2, settle payments through digital banking rails without requiring additional crypto infrastructure, and 3, manage cash with unparalleled flexibility anytime, anywhere. So that's a big update for Ondo to be working with Mastercard. Shout out to Ondo and all the holders. Next up is Ripple. Last week, 1.4 billion was lost in a security breach. That's the Bybit hack. That was crazy. And apparently it was an Ethereum smart contract. Something to, pay attention to when you are putting a lot of money into one of these exchanges. I think Coinbase is much safer. So learn about how Ripple Custody provides institutional grade security built for trust and resilience. So then they have the Ripple brings crypto-enabled cross-border payments to Portugal in partnership with Unicambio. And this one says, Portugal and Brazil share deep economic and cultural ties with significant money flows between the two countries because the Brazilians were colonized by Portuguese, so they have that connection throughout this time. By leveraging blockchain technology, we're transforming money movement between the two nations. Ripple's crypto-enabled payment solution near enables near instant settlement, and drastically reduces costs compared to traditional channels delivering real value. So that is pretty dope, because when you think about it, that's a lot of money being moved. Here it is right here. Ripple custody. That's a lot of money being moved, y'all. Potentially between two very large and prosperous countries. Pretty big. So thanks to its simple, secure, and compliant digital asset infrastructure, Ripple is well positioned to provide the core services that financial institutions need to tokenize, store, exchange, and move digital assets. Ripple Payments has near global coverage with 90+ payout markets representing more than 90% coverage of the daily foreign exchange markets, processing more than 70 billion in volume. Ripple has over a decade of experience in the digital asset space and holds 60+ regulatory licenses and registrations in various jurisdictions. Massive update there. And then finally from Ripple, is that? Yeah, right here. Today, we are partnering with BDACS to expand institutional crypto custody in South Korea. South Korea will use Ripple custody to provide secure infrastructure for XRP, RUSD, and other crypto assets, supporting institutional adoption, XRPL developer growth, and Korea's evolving regulatory landscape. And this is huge. BDACS will leverage Ripple custody to provide custody infrastructure services for our XRP, RUSD, and crypto assets, supporting XRP ledger developers and ecosystem growth, building infrastructure and collaboration to support RLUSD. So they spreading RLUSD, they stablecoin. It's definitely spreading. So working with South Korea in a big governmental way to manage institutional assets. You just seen them with Brazil and Portugal. Ripple was showing strength on the chart. Definitely is something to think about, y'all. Definitely something to think about. Thank y'all for tuning in for this week's news update. Make sure that you hit that like button and then subscribe, and leave any comments about what you heard today, and let me know if there's anything I should have my eyes on. Again, my name is C. Will with the Passive Income Network. Until the next video, y'all, peace. Passive income, gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals, told my girl it was simple.